Can Zeke deke again? It's a coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. On second down, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? On third down, Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. On third down, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. To throw is Brady, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... First half of action nearly complete. Time maybe for one final drive before the break as we get back down to the field. Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail, but a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. The drive starts with a completion, left side. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on second down. Brady, he gets it to James White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you this.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Brady going to try and throw on third down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. Here's Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tom Brady and the Patriot offense, they're in the red zone. Let's get back to the action. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with touchdown. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Brady now on first down. That's going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more hope. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Patriots are back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Hey, 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, but it'll be second and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
He's pass rusher. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 30. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Dorsett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:36 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's out right at the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Catch is made by Harry. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Phillip Dorsett, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gostkowski with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs . The scoreboard says goose eggs right now, but we might be changing that momentarily. The offense with the football in the red zone.
Hey, check it. Both hands in.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on this.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Well, the turnover forces this defensive unit to scramble to get back out there as now they get the unenviable task of defending a 1st and goal situation. Now Williams. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. Time winding down here in this first half as we get you back out to the action. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, so 2 minutes even on the clock. The offense with the ball on their own side of the field. What can they do? We'll see. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. This offense looking to get off to a hot start in the 3rd quarter, opening drive, and they've got it 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it backer, check it backer.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyron. A touchdown and an extra point would tie this game late. What can this defense do now that their opponents are in the red zone?
Here we go. Here we go.
And again, it's Mahomes. Caught. It's Ellington. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away. Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady gives to Michelle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the ground is Michelle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts.
It's a scoreless game right now in the first quarter, but that might be about to change. This offense has it in the red zone. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Throwing now is Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter. Tom Brady and the Patriot offense, they're in the red zone. Let's get back to the action. On 1st down, Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. Okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse. So the situation, it's 3rd down in the 3rd quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. There defensively was... Tom Brady and the Patriot offense, they're in the red zone. Let's get back to the action. 2nd and 5 now. Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Here's Lott. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and that takes us from second to third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. Colts going on fourth. It's Love. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner and my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin the drive with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 39, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and now it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On play action, it's Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. Now Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. But that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. .158 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. Shotgun now for Brady.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
This one complete downfield on the left side. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He wants it all for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake. Brady. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Brady again. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You got it. You got it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, Brady. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 23-yard run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Brady to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 16, 43 seconds to go. Rodgers now on first down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they'll indeed take a knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports. All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting. Each player has a combine grade. Now, this score represents how well. Combine performance tells you how players' speed. You have a player healed from injury and ready to play. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock.
How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Ready, ready. 60, leap river, leap river. Set, fire. Down, 70, Indy. Huck, go. Okay, ready? Set, go. Here we go, here we go. Hey, shoot. Okay, break. X3, 2, get it. Here we go, set, 50, plant. Ready, ready. Set up, 18 Gator, now. Come on, set, 90 Wolf. Hey, Wolf, set up. Ready, 60 up, set up. Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Hit it. Let's go now. Leaf river. Leaf river. Set. Ready. 8 read. Fire. Here we go! 10 Lobo. Huck, go! Ready, ready! Set, go! Set! 60 pitch, shoot! Down, 30 base. Get it.